Hidden in the very centre of Bristol, the sanctuary is a leafy oasis which has been a real lifesaver, according to this single mother. Diane, not her real name, has suffered from mental health problems for most of her life.
Very suicidal. I sort of nearly attempted it. I had tablets and I nearly took them, and at that point I realised that I couldn't look after my daughter for the time being, and she had to go and live with her dad temporarily while I tried to get well.
Diane said she spent several months waiting for NHS treatment, but was referred to this safe haven in the meantime. The NHS-funded centre is open over the weekend when other services are not. Since it opened over a year ago, it's helped 150 people aged 16 and over.
We have a mixed staff team, everyone from a trained psychiatric nurse through to trained qualified counsellors, through to people with other skills, either lived experience or complementary therapies. So it's an experienced team, even if it isn't medically qualified.
But you're not all trained up in psychiatric counselling, are you? Isn't there a danger that things could be missed?
No, we work as part of a system. So we ring the crisis team most nights. They have been down here on one occasion to do a mental health act assessment, and where we have serious concerns, we will accompany someone to the A&E.
But now the sanctuary wants to go further by reaching out to people who've been off the radar of the NHS. That's because there's growing evidence that men and women who take their own lives have been suffering in silence, with only half of them being under the care of mental health services.
Or they can think that self-harming, attempting suicide is the only thing available to them. So it's a capacity to look beyond their very acute situation. Plus it can be the fact that they might be concerned about being put on medication, and it could be simply the stigma of mental health problems.
Well, it's probably a lot more anonymous than if you were to go to your GP. It's not like people know it's here. There's something quite sort of safe and secure about that. But to have somewhere to go in that immediate moment, I think is just vital.
Matthew Hill, BBC Points West, Bristol.